Welcome back to World Coin Mystique. Let me ask you something. What if that old dusty coin lying in your drawer right now could actually make you a millionaire overnight? Sounds crazy, right? But wait. Before you laugh, listen to this. There are people who picked up an old coin worth just 1 cent and sold it for over $1 million. And the shocking part, they didn't even know what they had until it was almost too late. So here's the deal. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to check if your coin is hiding that secret fortune. I'll tell you where to sell it, how to verify its true value, and the rare signs that make an ordinary coin worth life-changing money. But be careful, because by the time you finish this video, you'll never look at your pocket change the same way again. So don't even think about skipping, because your next coin might just shock the world. World Coin Mystique, the place where your pocket change might just change your entire life. Today, I'm about to reveal something that's blowing the minds of collectors across the United States. The 1974 Roosevelt One Dime, a tiny coin that could make you a millionaire overnight. So don't even think about skipping this video, because what I'm about to show you could be sitting right in your drawer, your wallet, or even in that old jar of coins you've been ignoring for years. Imagine a simple 10-cent coin, just a dime, turning into 6,000. Sounds unbelievable? Well, hold on tight, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to identify, how to sell, and where to sell this rare piece of American history. Before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because the next coin I'll reveal could be hiding in your house right now. Now let's begin the hunt. You see, back in 1974, millions of Roosevelt dimes were minted, but a few came out different. These weren't just any dimes, they carried minting errors, secret metal variations, and hidden details that only expert collectors can spot. And here's where things get wild. One of these rare 1974 dimes was recently auctioned for nearly $6 million. Why? Because of a tiny marking that even trained eyes can miss. Collectors say it's all in the rim, the strike, and the shine. If your coin shows a double die obverse, or a missing mint mark, or if it's made from a special silver composition, congratulations! You might just be holding a fortune in your hands. But wait, before you start searching, let me warn you, there are thousands of fake listings online. That's why in this video, I'll show you how to spot the real deal, where to get it verified, and which auction houses in the USA are paying top dollar for these legendary 1974 Roosevelt dimes. And at the end, I'll even tell you a trick that Pawn Stars experts use to instantly check if your dime could be one of the rare $1 million editions. So don't blink, because this story isn't just about a coin. It's about luck, timing, and the mystery of money itself. You could be holding history and not even know it. So grab your magnifying glass, check your change, and stay tuned till the end, because I'll show you the top 3 signs that confirm your Roosevelt dime is worth more than your car. Remember, one tiny detail can mean the difference between 10 cents and $6 million. So let's uncover the secrets of the 1974 Roosevelt dime. And who knows, maybe you are the next person to walk into a pawn shop and walk out a millionaire. But before you rush to check your coin, let me take you deeper into the story of how this single Roosevelt dime turned into a legend among collectors. You see, the 1974 Roosevelt dime wasn't supposed to be special. It was minted by the billions, everyday change, passed from hand to hand in gas stations, diners, and movie theaters across America. Yet among those billions, only a few dozen emerged with mysterious errors. The kind of minting mistakes that drive collectors absolutely crazy. Now, what makes this dime so rare? There are 3 specific features that can make your dime worth a fortune, and you need to check all of them carefully. The first one is the metal composition. Most 1974 dimes were made from copper-nickel clad, but a few rare ones were accidentally struck on silver planchets, leftover blanks from earlier years. When silver planchets were mistakenly used in 1974, the result was an ultra-rare hybrid, a coin that looks ordinary but rings like silver when dropped. Collectors have paid hundreds of thousands, and in one case, millions for such a specimen. The second feature to look for is the missing mint mark. Normally, 1974 dimes have a small mint letter, D for Denver or S for San Francisco, but the ones missing any mark at all are like hidden treasures. These no mint mark errors weren't intentional, and that's what makes them incredibly valuable today. And finally, the third key, the strike itself. If the lettering or Roosevelt's profile looks doubled, slightly shifted or unusually bold, you might have a double die error, one of the most sought-after mistakes in U.S. coin history. Collectors pay huge premiums for these. And if your coin combines more than one error, congratulations, you're looking at something extraordinary. But here's where it gets fascinating. Most people who owned these coins had no idea what they were holding. One man from Kansas City had a jar full of dimes sitting in his garage for nearly 20 years. When he finally decided to clean out his stuff, he took the coins to a pawn shop, expecting to get maybe $10. The shop owner, a seasoned collector, took one glance under the magnifier and froze. The weight was off. The edge was too smooth. The metal shimmered differently. That dime turned out to be one of the silver 1974 errors, and it sold at auction for $5.9 million. So when I say check your coins carefully, I mean really carefully. Now I know what you're thinking. How do I know if my dime is real? And where do I sell it if it is? Don't worry, I've got you covered. Let's start with verification. First, never clean your coin. I repeat, don't clean it, polish it, or try to make it look shiny. Collectors and auction houses want original condition, even if it looks old or dirty. Cleaning can actually destroy the value, sometimes cutting it by 90%. Next, get your coin weighed. A normal 1974 copper-nickel dime should weigh about 2.27 grams. But if yours is silver, it will weigh slightly more, around 2.5 grams. That tiny difference can be worth millions. After that, use a magnifying glass, or even your phone camera zoom to check for double details around Roosevelt's eyes, nose, or lettering. If you see any unusual outline or extra shine, take it seriously. It could be the real deal. Now, when it comes to selling, there are 3 trusted ways to cash in. 1. Professional Coin Grading Services, PCGS. They authenticate and grade coins for collectors worldwide. Once your coin is graded, its value skyrockets. 2. Heritage Auctions. They specialize in rare U.S. coins and have sold multiple Roosevelt dimes for 6-figure and 7-figure prices. 3. Pawn Stars type dealers, like the ones in Las Vegas, who've made history buying rare coins that later appeared in documentaries and news headlines. But before you sell, you need to know how to protect your coin from scams. Because yes, this market is full of fake offers, counterfeit coins, and fake buyers. Never send your coin without documentation, and always verify the buyer's credentials. Here's the good news. If your coin is genuine, the collector world is ready to pay you big. One verified 1974 silver Roosevelt dime sold for $6,000 in a private deal in 2023, breaking all previous dime records. And experts believe a few more could still be hiding in circulation. Think about it. Millions of dimes are still exchanged in the U.S. every single day. Gas stations, laundromats, vending machines. Your next coffee purchase could include a dime worth millions. So, here's what you do tonight. Go through your old wallets, jars, and drawers. If you have any 1974 Roosevelt dimes, set them aside. Then grab a small digital scale and start checking the weight. If it's slightly heavier and sounds like silver when dropped, don't ignore it. It could be your golden ticket. Because sometimes, the most ordinary-looking coin hides the most extraordinary value. Now let's talk about why these coins are so valuable. It's not just about the metal or the error, it's about rarity and story. Collectors crave stories, and every rare coin tells one. The 1974 dime tells the story of an era of transition, the end of silver coinage, the rise of modern minting, and the mystery of accidental survival. It's a coin that shouldn't exist, and yet it does. That's what drives the price sky high. And if you're still watching, here's something most people don't know. Some Roosevelt dimes from 1974 show traces of proof-like finishes, which means they might have been struck with specially polished dies. That's another reason collectors pay absurd prices. They're not just buying a coin, they're buying history, luck, and legacy. So imagine this. You walk into a pawn shop, hand over a dime, and the expert looks through his loupe. Seconds later, his eyebrows shoot up. He calls his manager. Then he looks at you and says, "You might want to sit down." That moment. That's what every coin hunter dreams of. And that's exactly what could happen if your 1974 dime has the right marks. But remember, there's one last step: timing. Coin markets rise and fall just like gold or real estate. Right now, rare Roosevelt dimes are hot. Collectors are paying premium prices, especially for coins with verified minting errors. So if you find one, this is your moment. Don't let it slip away. Because the next big story in the world of rare coins could be you. And before I wrap this up, here's your checklist to identify a potentially $1 million Roosevelt Dime from 1974. Silver tone and weight around 2.5 grams. Missing mint mark or double die error. Sharp rim and reflective surface. Proof-like finish or unique shine. Original condition, no cleaning. If your coin matches 2 or more of these, get it authenticated immediately.